Mass hysteria. When a group of people experience similar physical or emotional symptoms without a clear cause, it's often due to shared stress or fear rather than an actual illness. Worse than average effect. People tend to underestimate their abilities compared to others. Isolation effect. Items that stand out in a group are more likely to be remembered than those that blend in. Telescoping effect. Recent events may feel farther away, while distant events seem closer than they actually are. Self-reference effect. We remember information about ourselves better than information about others. Stroop effect. It's the delay in reaction time when the meaning of a word conflicts with how it's visually presented, like reading the word red written in blue. Naive realism. It's the belief that our view of the world is completely accurate, and those who disagree with us are mistaken or biased. Hawthorne effect. People often change their behavior, consciously or unconsciously, when they know they're being observed. Hedonic treadmill. Also known as hedonic adaptation, it refers to people's tendency to quickly return to a baseline level of happiness after major life changes, whether positive or negative. Generation effect. Information is remembered more effectively when a person actively generates it rather than simply reading it. Florence Nightingale effect. This describes a situation where a caregiver develops romantic feelings for their patient, even with minimal interaction beyond caregiving. Endowment effect. People tend to place a higher value on things they own than they would if they didn't own them. Birthday number effect. People unconsciously favor the numbers in their birth date over other numbers. This effect tends to be more noticeable with numbers greater than 12. Social facilitation. People tend to perform tasks better when they are in the presence of others compared to when they are alone. Assembly bonus effect. This effect occurs when a group produces results that are better than what individual members could achieve on their own. The improvement comes from how well the members' skills and efforts complement each other. Name-letter effect. Similar to the birthday number effect, this refers to people's preference for the letters in their own names over other letters. Diderot effect. This occurs when acquiring one new possession triggers a cycle of buying more items, leading to an endless pattern of consumption. Einstellung. Sticking to old methods or habits can prevent someone from recognizing newer, simpler, or better solutions. DRM paradigm. This effect occurs when people are shown a list of related words and later falsely recall other related words that weren't actually on the list. Golem effect. When low expectations are set for someone, it can negatively impact their performance, fulfilling the initial prediction. Digital amnesia. This is the tendency to forget information that's easily accessible online. Hostile media effect. People with strong opinions on a subject often perceive neutral media coverage as being biased against their viewpoint. Hot-cold empathy gap. This is a bias where people underestimate how much their current emotional or physical state affects their thoughts and actions. Imposter syndrome. Despite evidence of their achievements, people experiencing imposter syndrome doubt their skills and fear being exposed as frauds. Lady Macbeth effect. After doing something morally wrong, people often feel a compulsion to cleanse themselves physically, symbolizing a desire to clear their conscience. Less is better effect. People often prefer a smaller option when it's judged alone, but this preference changes when it's compared with a larger alternative. Negativity effect. Negative events or information impact us more deeply than positive or neutral ones of the same intensity.